Hello guys and welcome to my channel. So today we'll be discussing about how to create the perfect study plan or create your study plan with me. And this study plan is going to be focused on active recall. Disclaimer: this study plan is not suitable for if your exam is very close, like your exam is in a month, your exam is in 3 weeks, your exam is in 2 weeks, your exam is in like 5 days, just your exam is just near. This study plan is not suitable. This study plan is suitable for if you are starting the semester freshly, like you are at the beginning of a new semester, of a new session, of a new term, of a new anything. You are just at the beginning of the new school session, semester and all. That is when you can use this study plan. So the first thing in creating a study plan for active recall is to have 3 different plans. You have the daily plan, the weekly plan, and the monthly plan. Daily plan. The daily plan comprises what you do throughout that day. You already know that, okay, this is the beginning of the session. Today is Monday. You are going to go to school. So you go to school, you learn, you gather notes from lectures, gather notes from lessons, whatever your professor gave you in class, you gather the notes. Then when you get back home, you have to go over everything again. Then try to summarize it in your own words in another book, not the same book, your own personal study book. So you have to summarize it there, like, okay, this is what I learned throughout the whole day. You summarize it in that personal book in your own words in such a way that you will understand. And if you are going through the book and you didn't understand, then you can further your research. You can go online, Google, search. Like, the internet has made things so easy for us. So you just search, go through it, read it, then try to summarize it in your own notes. The daily plan, it's not like as if you are trying to know anything. You are just summarizing it. You understand? You are just writing the notes down. You are just putting it in your own words. That's what the daily plan is. And also, you can also include some extra study to it. Maybe you have assignments. You know that the key to getting really high GPA or CGPA is your projects. Always make sure you do your project on time. Your project will help you a lot. Tests will help you a lot in creating that perfect GPA and CGPA. So your project, tests, maybe your assignments or some classworks. I don't know how they do it in your school, but you shall know those small things before the exam will build your score for you. So you have to focus. At least doing a project, you have opportunity to Google, you have opportunity to research. So why not just do this project perfectly and make sure that yes, you are going to get this project. So you have to do it perfectly in order to boost your score. You are an A student, you have to do it. It is either you get perfect or nothing. Okay, so you've done your assignments, you've summarized the notes you learned throughout the whole day. That should be all for the day. Just eat and sleep and stay hydrated. You can exercise and listen to music. So what time do you have to study during the day after class? The time you feel more active. Yes, you have to study during the day, like maybe after class. Sometimes some people get back after class and they get tired, while others get back after class and they still have energy. Then they say after 2 to 3 hours already tired. As for me, whenever I go out, come back, I still feel active. So I take over, like I make use of that time that I feel active to read, because I know that as time goes on, I will get tired. But if you get back from class and you're tired, just rest. Then you wake up, then make sure you do it. That's the point of creating a plan. You have to plan and you must have the discipline and motivation to follow it. So you have to make sure you do it. So that's all for the daily planning. Weekly planning. This weekly planning comprises what you have done throughout the whole week. So in your weekly plan, your initial weekly plan should include what you will do days of the week. You understand? Like, okay, on Monday, you must have a main goal on Monday. On Monday, I must summarize all my notes and I must do all my projects. Tuesday, I must summarize all my notes and I must do all my projects. Wednesday, then On Monday you now say, okay, I'm doing physics, chemistry and biology, so I must summarize my physics notes, my chemistry notes, my biology notes. Then make sure to take note of keywords whenever you are summarizing. Keywords are very important, especially when you want to do a multiple choice test. You have to take note of keyword because they are going to help you a lot. The keywords are just important. This is the, it can be defined as, they are not important. What the main thing is, the keyword or in that statement, in that sentence, that's what you should be focused on. You can just bring it out, that definition of this also thing, bring down the keyword. You've summarized it in your own note. So in the weekly, you are just going to go over all what you summarized throughout those days of the week. Then after going over it, you can now test yourself. You can now ask yourself questions. Then when you see that you are not getting it, you go back and you learn again. That's all for weekly. Weekly is just simple. Weekly is just that you are going over all what you've learned throughout the days of the week. You are just going to read your summary notes, like the notes you've written on yourself. You are going to read it, then test yourself. Then when you see you are lacking, you are going to write it down in your weekly notes. You know that, okay, this is your weekly summarization notes. Your weekly summarization notes is based on what you could not understand during those days, and you attend to your weekly summarization notes during the weekend, the Saturday and the Sunday. So you're going to attend to it during the weekend. Okay, this is what I could not understand. Then you can now just chip in some basic things you wanted to, and maybe you want to test yourself or do all sorts of things. Like maybe you want to study, you want to watch videos, you can now add it to your weekly. Monthly comprises what you've done throughout the week. You're just going to go over your weekly summarization notes where you have written everything down in your own language, like what you learned during those days. You know that we've discussed weekly, so you understand what I'm saying. Then you are going to go over the daily, then you just get some few points, just go over it. Then at the end of the month, just try to solve questions, like past questions on those topics, and see how far you are going, if you can actually remember. Then also, whenever you create a study plan and you seem to not understand anything, you can create flashcards. You can make flashcards, like just write it down in a card. Then you can on sticky notes, just do it anyhow you shall. You know that you understand, just do it like that. That's for the monthly. So after that, you just notice that you actually understand it better. You understand the course, you can remember what you've learned over the month, over the weeks. It's like, okay, that's for first month. Second month you will do it like that. Then on the second month you combine the 2 months together. You understand? You combine the 2 months together, you go over what you've learned over the 2 months. Third month you go over what you've learned over the 3 months. Even it will be easy for you to study for your exam, and you will come out excellently well, like in flying colors, like my eyeshadow, but even brighter than my eyeshadow. So that is all for today's video. If you like this video and you want more video, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the post notification bell, ding, down, like down, you know, in that place you have to click on the notification bell, so you'll be notified when I release a new video. Also, please follow me on Instagram. I'm really nice. I'm leaving the link in the description box, so please check it out. Follow me on Instagram, and you can also chat me up. I'm very friendly. Thank you, good luck on your studies, and bye bye. God bless you. Mwah.